The night toward Pokrovsk was dark and ominous under a sky devoid of light. Only the sharp hum of a small engine broke the silence. It wasn't a nocturnal insect. It was the Spartan FPV drone operator, a hunter of the shadows. From a distance, the Spartan's electronic eyes pierced the darkness, searching for signs of life among the ruins and trees. Amidst the desolate terrain, a lone Russian soldier lumbered along, his steps heavy, resigned, and oblivious to the death that stalked him from the skies. From the air, the Spartan operator began a dive with the FPV drone, tracking the enemy's movements, who tried to hide behind the trees, hoping the logs would provide protection from the destruction. But in this terrain, there was no safe haven for invaders. Within seconds, the operator's screen displayed the now cornered target, and a single command was issued: find and destroy. A sharp explosion cut through the night, a brief flash of fire illuminating the darkness of Pokrovsk. A lone invader collapsed on land that wasn't his. In a moment, the Spartan operator pulled the controls again, his eyes fixed on the front line visible only to his electronic eyes. This wasn't a night for sleeping. This was a night for hunting, and the Spartan lifted the controls, and the small drone shot through the darkness like an iron arrow. The FPV drone darted through broken shadows, across trees and groves, through the thin fog. On the screen, figures cloaked in protective armor were invisible, shifting shapes, awkward movements as they sought shelter among the ruins. They were uninvited guests, violating the brigade's area of responsibility and its clear rules: find and destroy. That night, every tense moment was nerve-wracking for the operator, reading the enemy's movement patterns like a hunter stalking his prey. Communication with the ground team was brief and firm. Positions confirmed, risks assessed, attack corridors assured for their respective units. Then, in a matter of seconds, the drones strike. Precision flights, swift strikes, split-second decisions based on strict discipline and the rules of engagement. On the screen, the resulting flashes of explosions appear like brief flashes in the night sky. The most important thing not being sensational, but being purposeful. On the Pokrovsk front line, every movement is geared toward establishing sector security, closing gaps the enemy can exploit, protecting friendly positions in the rear. Spartans act not on instinct, but on orders and responsibilities. While on the modern battlefield, small pieces of technology can change the dynamics of big things. A small, pilotless aircraft, controlled by trained human eyes, can be the first line of defense, detecting, assessing, and eliminating threats before they escalate into a broader threat. But behind every camera and button are moral and professional decisions, minimizing civilian risk, adhering to the rules of use of force, and keeping operations measured. As dawn breaks the darkness, the night's record is closed. Areas are reconfirmed, patrol routes adjusted. Spartan's name remains part of a long list of those who work in the shadows, guarding the front lines for the safety of many. At the end of the story, not a romance of war, but a harsh reality of duty. When your place is occupied by someone else, the order is simple and cruel: find it and destroy it, to secure your own home. Not only that, fighters from Ukraine's Phoenix Border Guard unit also to destroy Russian equipment, logistics assets, and personnel in the area of Kostiantynivka. The unit released footage of its latest combat operations, showing precise drone strikes against enemy positions and vehicles. According to the report, Russian forces have recently intensified their attempts to infiltrate Ukrainian defenses near Kostiantynivka, deploying sabotage and reconnaissance groups under the cover of night. The groups often use forested areas and partially green tree lines to conceal movement, but Ukrainian aerial reconnaissance has effectively neutralized their efforts. The Phoenix drone operators are said to have thwarted multiple Russian infiltration attempts, eliminating both infantry and equipment. The footage shared by the unit depicts precision strikes on enemy targets, including vehicles and fortified positions. Beyond frontline eliminations, the border guards have been targeting enemy logistics routes. By striking supply lines, they prevent the delivery of ammunition, weapons, and reinforcements to Russian forward positions. The unit's recent engagements resulted in the confirmed destruction of over 30 Russian soldiers, along with several pieces of military hardware, an all-terrain quad bike, 3 vehicles, the Stora electronic warfare system, and the T-62 tank. Ukrainian fighters also symbolically removed Russian flag found at one of the destroyed positions. The presence of the T-62, an outdated Soviet-era tank, underscores Russia's ongoing reliance on decades-old equipment to replenish its losses. Analysts note that such tanks, while obsolete by modern standards, continue to be deployed for fire support or static defense roles, often becoming easy targets for Ukrainian drone and artillery units. The Phoenix unit's ongoing success near Kostiantynivka highlights Ukraine's increasing use of flexible, small-unit drone warfare and precision strike tactics. Fighters of Ukrainian forces continue to systematically dismantle Russia's electronic warfare network in the south of Ukraine. According to the State Border Guard Service, drone operators recently struck and destroyed several enemy assets, including advanced Russian Chernihiv EW system. The State Border Guard Service released footage on October 23 showing precision drone strikes against multiple Russian targets. In addition to the Chernihiv system, Ukrainian units also eliminated an enemy surveillance camera and a vehicle equipped with an electronic warfare module. The Chernihiv system is one of Russia's newer electronic warfare assets, designed to detect and suppress Ukrainian reconnaissance and strike drones. However, its short-lived deployment underscores a growing vulnerability in Russian defense network, namely its inability to conceal or protect critical EW systems from Ukraine's expanding drone fleet. According to the State Border Guard Service, these successful operations reflect the growing proficiency of Ukrainian drone operators. Their actions combine reconnaissance, rapid coordination, and precision strikes, enabling small teams to neutralize high-value enemy equipment without exposing personnel to direct fire. The destruction of Russia's EW systems not only degrades its ability to counter Ukrainian drones, but also weakens its capacity to protect artillery units and command posts from surveillance and targeting. As a result, Ukraine is gradually reclaiming the electronic domain, a critical aspect of modern warfare that determines who controls information and situational awareness. The West Air Command has released new footage showing a tactical aviation pilot launching anti-radiation missiles at Russian air defense systems, a critical component of the ongoing effort to clear the skies